might love the futuristic design, the silent speed, and the space-age tech of your Tesla. But what if I told you there's a simple hidden danger sitting right inside that sleek electric cocoon? It's not the battery, it's not autopilot. It's your door handle, or more specifically, the emergency backup to your door handle. And now, Tesla owners are taking matters into their own hands, modding their rides with DIY emergency door releases. Yeah, we're talking about literal ripcords. Stick around, because in today's video, we're diving deep into the hidden flaw that's making Tesla owners rethink their safety and the viral grassroots fix that's catching fire across the Tesla community. Welcome back to Shift Path, where we drive into the latest in automotive tech, news, and controversy. Now let's start at the source. Tesla's futuristic interiors are part of the brand's identity. Clean lines, minimalist controls, and power everything, including the doors. Open a Tesla Model X, Model S, or even the Cybertruck, and you'll notice there's no traditional door latch. Instead, the doors are powered electronically. Tap a button and the door opens. Smooth, seamless, until it isn't. Because when the power goes out, or the car's involved in a crash, those buttons? Useless. Luckily, there's a manual backup system hidden under the panel. That's right, hidden. And that's where the problem starts. Imagine being in the back seat of a Tesla. The car's upside down. There's smoke, maybe fire. You reach for the door, and it doesn't open. No power, no button. What now? Well, technically, there is an emergency release. But Tesla tucked it so far out of sight that even owners have a hard time finding it in daylight, let alone during a high-stress emergency. This isn't some conspiracy theory. It's a real issue that owners have been talking about for years. And now, they're doing something about it. Let's talk ripcords. First reported by FuelArc, and then picked up by the folks over at Autopian, Tesla owners have started installing their own emergency release mods. And we're not talking about professional mechanics, regular drivers, Tesla enthusiasts, parents, tinkerers. They're taking things like paracord, key tags, even old lanyards, and attaching them to the emergency door release hidden inside the door panel. These DIY ripcords stick out just enough to be grabbed easily, even in a panic. Some of these setups look like they belong in a fighter jet cockpit, bright red tags that say things like pull to eject or emergency only. And honestly, they're kind of genius. By pulling on the cord, you trigger the same manual mechanism Tesla hid behind the plastic panel, only now it's visible, accessible, and far easier to use when seconds matter. Amazon's even catching on. You can buy kits like the Tessery Safety Pull Cord or EV Dynamics High Visibility Paracord mods. These aren't just cords. They come with mounting instructions, options for labeling, and ways to make sure everyone in the car knows exactly where to grab in an emergency. So why isn't Tesla doing this from the factory? That's the million-dollar question. Tesla fans will argue it's all part of the design, sleek interiors, minimal clutter, total integration. But critics say that hiding a safety mechanism in favor of aesthetics is, well, dangerous. And let's be real. There's no point in having an emergency release if no one can find it when it counts. Take a look at almost any traditional vehicle. There's usually a mechanical latch within reach. Obvious, tested, proven. Tesla flipped the script, but in doing so, may have created a flaw that only shows itself when it's already too late. This isn't just hypothetical either. There have been reports, unconfirmed but concerning, of passengers struggling to get out of Teslas after crashes, simply because they didn't know how to open the door manually. And while it's true that every Tesla comes with a manual emergency release, the company doesn't exactly go out of its way to teach people where it is. There's no sticker pointing to it, no label. Sometimes it's even behind carpeted trim or recessed so far that you'd never know it was there. That's where these mods come in. The DIY cords don't change the mechanicals. They just make the release easier to see and pull. And to be honest, This kind of grassroots innovation is what makes car culture so awesome. Owners saw a flaw. They tested solutions, and they're sharing them online, helping others stay safe. It's not about hating on Tesla. It's about making a great car even better and safer. And here's the kicker. These DIY mods are cheap. We're talking under $20 for most kits. A roll of paracord and some creativity could literally save lives. Some owners are even color-coding them for kids or elderly passengers, using bright neon strings or adding glow-in-the-dark tags. Others are printing stickers that say "Emergency Exit, Pull Here," and placing them directly over the hidden release panel. It's this kind of practical, no-nonsense thinking that Tesla should be paying attention to. Because while innovation is great, safety should never be an afterthought. If anything, this is a lesson for every automaker pushing toward the future. Whether it's Tesla, Rivian, Lucid, or legacy brands like Ford and GM, tech can't replace basic human-centered design. Electronic doors are awesome until the battery dies. Touch screens are convenient until they glitch. And if you've ever been in an emergency, you know that muscle memory and visibility matter more than style points. So, what can you do if you own a Tesla? First, find the emergency release in your car. It's there, hidden under the rear door panel. Dig around, know where it is, then consider installing a DIY ripcord or buying a safety mod kit online. It's a small investment for a huge peace of mind. If you often drive with passengers, especially kids or elderly family members, show them how to use it. Because when it comes to safety, knowledge is power, and visibility is everything. We shouldn't have to wait for a tragedy to fix a design flaw. Thankfully, Tesla owners aren't waiting. They're pulling the cord, literally, on one of the brand's most overlooked safety issues. And with more awareness, maybe Tesla will finally start including visible, intuitive emergency release systems in future models. Until then, the Tesla community's got this one handled, with a little rope, a lot of ingenuity, and a commitment to staying safe. Thanks for watching Shift Path. If you found this video helpful or eye-opening, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into car tech, reviews, and the unexpected stories behind the wheel. And remember, sometimes, the smallest mod can make the biggest difference. Drive safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.